back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. In this video I will be sharing with you my completed pages for the month of January 2023. But before I get into showing you my pages, I would just like to reach out to each and every one of you and just say a huge heartfelt thank you so much from the bottom of my heart on behalf of me, the children, Aaron's friends and family, to everyone who took the time to reach out, to send a message, to leave a comment, you know, email and whatnot, to extend your condolences for Aaron passing away at home unexpectedly. But I just want to say thank you so much to everyone who, like I said, sent condolences and love and prayers and support, and also to those of you who were just so incredibly kind and made a donation to a GoFundMe page that his sister had set up to assist with funeral costs. Those donations were not expected, but just please know that it made the world of difference, and it allowed us to give Aaron the beautiful send-off that he deserved, but whilst keeping it very simple and a very intimate and you know, ceremony. It was beautiful, and I just want to say thank you. So of course I've been away from the channel for a little while, but I have missed all of you tremendously, and I'm sure, as you can understand, this has taken its toll on my mental, emotional, physical health. But with the love and support from my family, my friends, you know, those of you here in the colouring community, I'm getting through every day, and I can't thank you enough for that. I still feel like I'm running on autopilot, but I am looking forward to getting back into the channel. I wasn't sure whether I was going to return to the channel or whether I could. But after some reflection and just really digging deep, the channel has always helped me with my anxiety, and I know that Aaron would want me to continue, because him and the kids were my biggest supporters. And so I hope that in continuing to do the channel, I continue to get to know you guys. I continue doing something that I love, and I continue to make Aaron and my children proud. But yeah, I just wanted to take a moment at the beginning just to say thank you. I knew that the first video back, I knew it would be an emotional one. But I just really wanted you to hear the words from me, for me to say thank you, instead of in a reply to a comment or a message or an email. I wanted you to hear me say those words. So thank you for all your love and support, and for bearing with me. I know I'm really behind on my completed pages and tend to complete and all that stuff. I'm going to film my completed pages videos and get those up. So like I said, this is January's. And then hopefully within a week I can get February and March done as well. And then I'm caught up. But if you would like to see my 10 books to complete for this year, I mean, you'll see them in a minute anyway. I've got some completed pages in there, but if you would like to see, you know, my plans for the year, I know I was asked by my beautiful friend Claudia before everything happened to share, I think it was my top 10 favourite books of 2022 and my top 10 completed pages. So if you would still like to see that, bearing in mind we're now in April, so I know it's kind of late, I would be really grateful if you could let me know in the comments. But without further ado, let's get on. Dry my eyes, grab yourselves a drink or a snack, because this is probably going to be a bit of a long one. And yeah, we'll get on with the completed pages. See you in a sec. Okay, so the first page that I would like to show you from January is from Disney Art Deco. This is by Hatchet Heroes. And even though I've got here 10 books to complete, it doesn't have to be completed this year. It's a project book. Oh my gosh, it's a project book with myself and my beautiful friend Jamie from Jamie's Colouring Love. And there's 100 pages to colour. 6 of them were already done. But in January, I finally got my Cinderella page done. So this is her. Now, please bear with me in this video if I don't remember some of the things I've used on pages, if I don't have it written down. But on this one, I believe I used my Crayola Super Tips and Staedtler dual-ended pens. I used Prismacolor pencils and Polychromos for the shading. And then I've used some black, blue and metallic blue Posca pen on there. And then I've used my gold Uniball Signo metallic gold for I've written her name here, you know, just for like the bits and pieces. And then in here I've written, "A dream is a wish your heart makes." And then I've added the Nouveau Confetti Bluebell hearts. You can see them there. And then here around the shoe, I wanted to make it look all, you know, sparkly and magical, so I've added the little sort of holographic triangles, and I added Stickles glitter Stickles glitter glue in the colour Diamond to go over the shoe. And there's a bit of Stickles there on her earring as well. So that they are now complete, these two ladies. So I've got Jasmine and Cinderella done. Jamie, I'm so sorry it took me so long to get this one done. But I need to flag the pages that we're doing next. Yeah, because I still haven't done that. I'm not very organised. I've been organised in many other ways with lists and appointments and things I've needed to sort out. I think it was a Hercules and Coco. Yeah, this. These are the pages that we're going to be doing next. So I'm just going to open up. I'm really sorry. I'm just going to open up these cute little sticky memo pack. Look at these. I got these on Amazon. So I am going to put one of these little cutie patooties here, so that I know that these are the next 2 pages that Jamie and I are colouring in. But yeah, that's Disney Art Deco, and I love this book so much. I absolutely love it. So yeah, there's that one. Okay, and the next is really, mister, go, scooch, scooch. Oh my gosh, give me 2 seconds. Okay, and the next is Disney Babies Quadrados Magicos. This is by Hatchet Heroes, and this is one of my 10 books to complete in 2023. When I started the year, I had 32 pages in here to complete, and in January I completed 3. Now I need to be careful because I cannot remember which ones it was. That one. Okay, so in January, please don't take any notice of the other page. In January, I completed this one of Michael Darling from Peter Pan. This was for hashtag Disney Birthday Bash 2023 that I co-hosted with my beautiful friend Zoe from Addicted to Colouring. And we do that colour along every year in January for our birthdays. And this was done with Crayola Super Tips, Statler dual-ended markers and a black Posca. Okay, and then the next page is this one. So this was done again for Disney Birthday Bash 2023. And it also went for the beautiful Jamie at Jamie's Colouring Love, her hashtag Enchanting Year of Colour. And in January, the prompt was dragon. And of course, we have Mushu on this page. So this was the usual water-based markers, you know, the Crayolas and Statlers. And then I've got a Disney Mulan sticker there and a little heart there. And these stickers came on some sheets that my beautiful friend Rebecca sent me a few Christmases ago. So yeah, and then the last one for January was this page. So again, Disney Birthday Bash, and this was for the beautiful Disney Meg's colouring. And it was for hashtag Meg's ABC Colour Challenge 2023. And in January, the letter was W. So I coloured this one because we have Winnie the Pooh on here with his bestie Tigger. And again, water-based markers and black Posca for the outline. And I have another one of those little Disney stickers just here in the corner, a little squirrel. I thought that would look cute. So it looks like he's sat on the grass. So there is that. Next, we're moving on to Matchstick Mouse by Morgan O'Brien. And I've pulled the wrong one. Give me 2 seconds. I'll get the correct book. I'm so sorry. Okay, so this is Matchstick Mouse Autumn. Again, this is one of my 10 to complete. The ones that I'm showing you now, they will all be in my 10 to complete, or they will be project books. And then once it changes, I will tell you. So in this book, I had 29 pages left to colour. sorry, 29 pages to colour. 2 of them were already done. So in January I completed 2 more pages. I completed this one, and this was, yeah, this was alcohol markers. And then because I didn't have an orange alcohol marker, I used I think it was a Crayola Super Tip on her hat. And I kept it simple with this one. I didn't want to go in and do any shading or anything. So I just added some highlights with my Jelly Roll Moonlight in green, this gorgeous fluorescent green. I love that colour. And I added a little bit of silver gel pen here, and a gold glitter gel pen for the stars. And I also coloured this one, and again this one didn't really take much time at all, and this is all just alcohol markers. So if I remember rightly, I think this was when I was poorly, because I had COVID in January. The kids and I all had the flu in December, and yeah, in January I tested positive for COVID. So yeah, quite a lot of these pages are just going to be, you know, like kind of simple pages. I love that one, that page. I just think that's so cute. But yeah, these were just kept very simple because when I had COVID, there was a lot of time where I just didn't really feel up to, it sounds awful, but I didn't really feel up to like doing the whole shading and trying to make pages look great. I just wanted to get colour on a page. So it's kind of that instant, you know, instant satisfaction with completing a page in sort of like less than half an hour. So there was that one. Another one of my 10 to complete, which I can tell you now isn't going to happen, is my Johanna Basford's Worlds of Wonder. So when I started this, I had 69 pages to do in the book, and in January I completed 1, and it was this one. And this had been a whip for quite some time. And this was done in Crayola Super Tips and Staedtler dual-ended markers. I went in and done some shading with Polychromos pencils, and as you can see, I have written the name Nikki here, and that is because my gorgeous friend Nikki loves elephants, and so I wanted to dedicate this page to her, because she's always been such an amazing friend to me, and whenever I see elephants in colouring books, it just makes me think of her. So I wrote her name on one of the balloons, and then I've added some of my gold Uniball Signo metallic gel pen. There is this beautiful sort of orangey gold colour. I don't know if you can see, it's like shiny. That is a Pentel Hybrid Dual Metallic. And then I have black Jelly Roll glaze on there as well. There is some, oh my gosh, what are they called? Jelly Roll Moonlight, just a little bit on here, on the elephant's sort of blanket there. And then in the background, I used Pan Pastel with just a cloud stencil that I had just sort of cut out of a piece of cardboard. And then I went over it with Stickles glitter gel and Nouveau confetti in the Mermaid Parade stars that I've added there, and I love them. So yeah, that is this page. I wasn't happy with the background, but I thought, you know what, let's just slap some sparkles on it and call it good. So that is how that page turned out. So that's that one. Next I have Colour by Colour Famous Paintings. This is by Kira Shershneva, and in January I completed need to just put a tag because I only completed 2 pages for January, so they are February. So in January I completed this one, and again that's all just water-based markers, and there's a dark orangey red colour, and that is a Sharpie. So there's that one and this one. So I really like how this one turned out. That was those 2 for January. The next book, yeah, this one. This was sent to me by the beautiful Zoe at Addicted to Colouring. I think it was for my birthday. I was looking and I'm thinking, was it birthday or Christmas? So this was sent to me as a birthday gift from Zoe and her beautiful partner Steve. And yeah, bless them, they sent me this as a birthday present, and Zoe and I are going to do this as a project book together. So again, I'm really excited. I've never worked in a book, sort of like an entire book with a friend before, so yeah, this is really exciting for me. I'm really excited. So this is by Camellia Angel cover, and in January I completed this one, and this page was my choice. Oh look, I've even got a bit of writing. Wow. That's a new one. So I completed this on the 15th of January, and I used Ohuhu markers, Jelly Roll Metallic, which you can probably see on those leaves there on the side. And then I have used some black Posca, which was for the spots and the eyes in this little guy, and on the berries, because unfortunately I can't remember. I had put my black Jelly Roll glaze pens somewhere, and I was like, I have no idea where I have put those pens, because I received a Christmas Happy Mail box this year. Oh, sorry, Christmas just gone, again from my incredible friend Rebecca, and this is like the 2nd or 3rd Christmas that she's thought of me and sent a package all the way from the States, bless her heart. And there was some black Jelly Roll glaze and white Jelly Rolls in a package, and I had put them away safely, and I couldn't remember where I put them. I have found them now, but anyway, I'm waffling, I'm so sorry. Yeah, black Posca, and then Gravy acrylic markers in extra fine, and that was just to sort of go in like on these mushrooms, the highlights here on the tree stump. So yeah, there was that page, which I really loved. And then this one, I think this one was Zoe's choice, I think. And this one was the first page I completed in the book. So this was for January Colour Your Hoard, which is hosted by the stunning ladies Lavella and T. So this was for hashtag January Colour Your Hoard 2023. So on this one, I used my Ohuhu markers to base the page, and then I went in with my Black Widow pencils to add some shading to the berries and the leaves, a little bit here on the icing on the birthday cake, and some fine liners and gel pens. So yeah, really like how that came out. And as you can see, I went in with my fine liner and I wrote Zoe and Kate here on the bunting at the top. So these little chipmunks are me and Zoe, and yeah, we were having our Christmas, oh my gosh, our birthday cake. So yeah, that was a really lovely page. I have got 2 here for February, but I haven't but we haven't got to February yet, so I'll show those in the next video. The next one is 10 books to complete in 2023, and this is a buddy colour with my beautiful friend Connor, and we are doing this book, which is 50 Farmers Miniatures by Camellia Angel cover. We are doing this as a project book together, and yeah, I'm loving this book, and I know that Connor is having a lot of fun colouring these pages as well. And we've actually done sort of like a video call colouring chat whilst we've been working on some of the pages in here, and that is always so lovely to sort of just catch up, you know, and sort of just chat away whilst we're colouring, which is always an absolute pleasure. So when we started this, I had 50 pages left to colour. 2 of them were already done, and I do include this as a page, and yeah, and then like obviously the nameplate, but I do count this as a page. And in January I completed 4 of these pages. So in January I did this one, and yeah, this was with alcohol markers, and I can also tell by this this sort of like purpley colour here, and just some of the fine marks on here, that this was the Ohuhu alcohol markers, and also my Bic Intensity markers. And then I've gone in on the door here and I've added my Uniball Signo metallic gold, and also some black Posca there as well. Coloured this one. This was the first one that I had done in January, and I loved how she turned out. Again, this was all alcohol markers, a little bit of that gold here on the little knocker on the gate, on the rake, and on our lantern. And then I don't know if you can see, but on the middle of these purple flowers, I went around it with a Jelly Roll Moonlight pen in like this sort of vermilion colour, just to give a bit of a pop really, and to sort of tie in with the red colour that I've used on the door, the shutters, and her necklace there with the bell on it. But I like how I went around her. I left her white with the grey spots, but then I went around with sort of like this really pale warm grey colour and just sort of outlined her and just added a few little spots. And it's just something as simple as that, and I just think it makes her look so cute. This is another one we done. I don't like how this page turned out at all. I shouldn't have put the glitter on the sky, but it is what it is. So again, this is alcohol markers. I've added green metallic jelly roll here along the top of the pea pod. I've added glossy accents to their eyes and the spots on their backs. We've got black Posca pen, the gold Signo, diamond, no, I apologise, waterfall stickles I think here, and then I went in with the Stickles glitter gel in the colour Nebula for the background, and then there was some bluebell hearts on there as well from Nuvo, but I just think the glitter was too much. I did draw in the circle myself because I just wanted it to feel like a scene, you know, sort of, so that it had a bit of a background. But yeah, I just think the glitter was a bit much, but you know, it is what it is. I enjoyed getting messy while doing that, so that was good. Let's see. Oh, I've only got, okay, so maybe I only done 3 in January. Did I misread? 1, 2, 3. Oh. I don't know. It's saying that I've got, that was February. I don't know, maybe I've miscounted then. So this was the other page I done in January. I really like how this one turned out. And this was alcohol markers, glossy accents on the jars here to make it look shiny. Where the honey is, which I really like how that came out. They've also got glossy accents on their eyes, and then they have got diamond stickles on their wings. And then you may also be able to see there's some little yellow butterflies dotted around here. So they're just sort of dotted around there by the flowers and things. And they are by Aria Veil. I'm curious because obviously it says there that I've completed 4 pages in January, but I don't think I did. No, okay, my mistake. Okay, another of the 10 to complete is Stained Glass Colour by Number Little Witches by Sun Life Drawing. At the start of the year I had 11 pages left to do. 19 pages were already coloured. So yeah, I had 11 pages left, and in January I completed 3. And I just worked through this book in order. And this is done with a mixture of alcohol markers, water-based markers, and the reddy orange colour is a Sharpie. So there was that one. Yeah, so just the 3 there for January. Okay, originally I did have this book as one of my 10 to complete. I've changed that now, but I still have this in the pile of books. So this is the Cactus and Succulent colouring book, black background by Colour Questopia. And in January, again, these were just alcohol markers, so I completed that one. And that one. Next is the Circulism art books, colour by number. This is Echidna by AJ Quinnell of Eclipse. I had 15 pages left to do in this book, and in January I completed 2, and it was this one. Again, this is all done with alcohol markers, and I love these books. I love how they turn out. I think they're gorgeous. So I have that one and that one. Really, really pretty. And like I said, they were alcohol markers. And then the last one in the 10 to complete is the black and white large mandalas by Camellia. And at the start of the year I had 29 pages to colour. In January I completed 3 pages. So January, oh my gosh, if I can get to it. So in January I completed this one, and this was done with alcohol markers, but I think I've used my Bic intensity pens on this as well, and also my gold Uniball Signo on that one. So I just kept, you know, a really limited colour palette, and I really like how the pinks and browns work together. So there was that one, and then I coloured this page, and this was done with Sharpies. Really like that palette. And the last one I did was this one, and it reminded me of like a sun and a moon, so that's how I've coloured it. So again, this was alcohol markers, and then I have gone in with Pentel Hybrid Dual Metallic in the silver, and then this beautiful sort of fiery red orange kind of colour, and then I went in here on these bits. This was with an orange Jelly Roll Stardust, and then I tried going in with a metallic gold in the Jelly Roll around these bits here, and to be honest with you, there's nothing metallic about it. But I don't know if it's just mine, but I've got two of that colour, and the ink just, I try and colour it down and it just seems watery. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of colour coming out. There's just like a you know, like the gel, but it seems almost like it hasn't got pigment to it. But anyway, that was my 3 pages there for January. So what I'm going to do is move these books out of the way, get rid of the tabs, and then we will move on to the rest of the completed pages for the month of January. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. Because I've got such a bulky pile of books left to show you, I was trying to figure out where to put them on my desk. So I've just literally got them sort of, I don't know if you can see, they are like just there in front of me. So it's just gonna have to do for the minute. So the next book from January, and these are all just, you know, regular coloured pages, we're not in the 10 to complete anymore. This is Mystic Misfits, a travel-sized colouring book, art by White Stag, and I'm pretty sure I saw this book on the beautiful Chelsea's channel, Chelsea's Creative Escape, I think her channel's called. I think I saw this book on there, and as soon as I saw it I was like, yeah, I love White Stag. I do have some of their books, but not all of them, but I saw this and I just thought, oh my gosh, I need that to add to my collection. It's so cute. And I coloured this one, and it didn't take a lot of time at all. And because it's the first book I coloured in here, this is for Lavella and T's Colour Your Hoard for January. So as you can see, just really, really simple. And on this I used my Carandosh Pablo pencils, and that was it. And all I had to colour was her skin, the skull, and there's sort of like a bit of a glow around them, and then obviously there's like some bones sort of here as well. But yeah, Carandosh Pablos for that one, and I love how it turned out. I completed it on the 28th of January. So there's that one. Next I have A Million Unicorns by Lulu Mayo. And in January I completed this page, and this was a whip for quite a long time. So on this page I used my Statler dual-ended 5 fibre tip pens. I think I shaded with my my polychromos on this page, and then there's some black jelly roll glaze just around like these bits on their saddles, and then I added the like a gold gel pen for the stars. There's a little bit of Pent Out Hybrid here. I've got like a, I don't know, like a sort of metallic-y colour going on here, but I'm not sure what that was. I've got silver Uniball Signal Metallic up there on the moon. And then on the clouds, I used my Calero watercolour. So yeah, they're like that, and they just sort of look like regular clouds, but you turn it and they've got like a blue shimmer to them. Really, really lovely. And then I also did a buddy colour with my youngest daughter. I need to move that tag up there now, actually no, I'll take that one out and I'll move this one. So this is a whip, and it's also a buddy colour with my youngest daughter Emmy. So yeah, I need to come in and finish that. There's not an awful lot left, so I just need to come in and get this one done. But on this page, this was also a buddy colour with Emmy, and we had so much fun. I pulled out my Neo Colour 2 crayons, and yeah, we were both using those, and it was just really lovely. So on this one, I used my Neo Colour 2s, my Faber-Castell Polychromos for a bit of shading on here. I used my Grey Ultrafine paint pens, which I used just to sort of go around in a few areas, just to sort of, you know, add like little bits of highlights and stuff. And then I used the Pentel Hybrid Dual Metallic, and I used the Mellow colour, which is for like these blue dashes here in the sky, and then a Chromatech Glitter Gel pen for the unicorn's horn there, and I think the stars in the background, I think, if I remember, I think they were in like an unbranded gel pen. I think it was one of these, if I remember rightly. So yeah, I just used that. But yeah, I love how that came out. So I was trying to sort of carry the effect over with the Neo Colour 2s that I got on this unicorn, trying to sort of carry it over onto here. And I've always said before that I find that watercolours kind of go like speckly in Lulu Mo's books. I don't know if you can see that, but on this one it's really not too bad. So I don't know, but I think once they've got a bit of shading and stuff on them, it'll be fine. But I actually quite like the effect, and like the same here, down here on the oh my gosh, the narwhals. So there's that one. Okay, next, I cannot believe I own this book. Again, this was from my beautiful friend Rebecca, from the Christmas package that she sent. So Rebecca, I know I've already thanked you, but truly thank you so much. This is Yippee Kwaye Mandala Magic Volume 2 by Danny Banani of Unusual Suspects. And in January, let me try and hold that up there. So in January, I completed this page. It's the colouring test page, and I completed this with my ultra fine Bic Intensity markers, and I love it. I had so much fun colouring each little, you know, each little doodad on the page. So adorable. I love this book. As you can see, I did colour a page in here in February as well. I could have kept going on in this book, but because I love it so much, and yeah, for unusual suspects on Etsy, unfortunately they don't ship to the UK. So for me to have this, I'm like, oh my gosh, I just want to like treasure it and make it last as long as possible. But I don't want to not colour in it. I want to colour and enjoy. So I'm just going to take my own sweet time with each page and just really savour it, because it's just so beautiful. I love it. Next, I have Rococo A Go-Go by the beautiful Carla Magana. And I coloured this one, and this was a whip. So I complete this one. I started her around Christmas time, hence the blue, the green, red and gold. But yeah, I just finished her off with the markers, and then I've gone in with Jelly Roll Moonlight in the fluorescent yellow. I've gone in with the Uniball Signo metallic gold, and also the Uniball Signo sparkling gold, and I just kept her super simple. There is some black Jelly Roll glaze on her for like this little dark bit inside the bow, her eyeshadow, and no, not her lipstick, her nails down here. But yeah, I just kept her really simple, and then there is a little bit of shading on her, and that looks like Prismacolors. So there she is, my little Christmas princess. Oh, there's also there's also some Pentel Hybrid Dual Metallic in the mellow colours for her eyes. I don't know if you can see that. So yeah. Then I have the Aria Veil colouring book. Again, this was a gift for me for my birthday from my beautiful friend Zoe and her partner Steve. I coloured this page in January because I think this was the page that Pixie from Pixie's Projects had picked out for the January page, if I remember rightly. And this was my first page in the book. So this goes for Colour Your Hoard with Lavella and Tea. Just give me a second, I'm just going to take a sip of my drink. Okay, so yeah, on this one I used alcohol markers, but I think quite a lot of it is the Bic Intensity. Oh, thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you, darling. It's okay. Bless her. Look, Jean's just made me a coffee. Thank you so much, my darling. Do you want me to shut the window? You sure? Okay.
Keep getting one card.
So for January, I coloured this one. I think, yeah, so it has got the Bic Intensity on it. And then I have gone in with some pencils. Unfortunately, I cannot remember which pencils I use. I've got a funny feeling some of this was Pablo pencils. But I have got some fine liner in places as well. I've got Jelly Roll Metallic and Jelly Roll Moonlight here on the flower. I've got quite a lot of the Uniball Signo Metallic Gold. Sort of here and on this bit here and up here. I've also got the Uniball Signo, I think it's the bronze or copper colour, which is like the more orangey tone out of the two. And then I have used some Ranger Glossy Accents here on the lanterns, if you can see. And down here on these little glass bottles. So yeah, that was my first page in this book, and it is so cute. I know it's only a thin book, but I feel like there's quite a lot on the pages to keep you busy. And I love, you know, Pixie's idea of doing like a page a month from here, but unfortunately I've only got January done. But I'll have to see which page is for April, and hopefully I can join along this month. Okay, sorry, the lighting will probably look a bit different now as well, because the sun is blaring through the window, so I've just had to adjust the curtain a little bit. Okay, and I need to try and get a bit quicker with this because I am aware that we're on like 52 minutes already. So the next is the Chibi Girls colouring book. This is by Aria Veil. I'm sure this is the artist that I looked for on Amazon when I bought this book. Sorry, give me 2 seconds. I have a child knocking at the door. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, this is by Aria Veil, but it's just not. Yeah, it is here. Aria Veil Marinas. So this is the Chibi Girls colouring book. Oh, spoiler, that was February's page. So this was my first page coloured in this book. So this goes for hashtag January Colour Your Hoard, which is hosted by the beautiful Lavella and T. And this also went for hashtag Disney Birthday Bash 2023 because I coloured her to look like Ariel from The Little Mermaid. And on this page I used alcohol markers. I do believe some of this is the Bic Intensities. And then I have got, if I just lift this up, I've got metallic jelly roll there on like the kelp in the leaves here. I've also got some glitter gel pen, like the darker pink here. There's red jelly roll stardust through her hair, and then there's also some metallic blue on the bubbles, and I used a washi tape which I thought was really cute, and then I ran out. So yeah, oh well, it is what it is. It's still a really cute page, and again, this was when I wasn't feeling too good. So like I said earlier, you will see quite a lot of sort of like, you know, marker pages for January. The next one is the grayscale colouring book Chibi Horror by Jade Summer, and I completed this one, and this was done with alcohol markers, the Jelly Roll Moonlight in the fluorescent yellow, and then for the pipes here, I believe that was the Uniball Signo Metallic Silver, and then I've used the Pentel Hybrid Dual Metallic in the black ink with yellow glitter on the two spiders there hanging from the ceiling, and I had a lot of fun colouring that. It was just a, you know, a simple straight colour, but I really enjoyed it, and it's definitely made me want to work in these books more. So there's that one. And I have Secret Garden by Johanna Basford, And this had been a whip for quite a long time. It was a page that I was trying to fix because I purchased this second hand from the lovely Susie. So some of this had already been coloured in pencil. So what I had done was tried erasing as much of the colour from the pencil as I could, but it was still really quite visible. So I decided to pull out my fine liners like I have on another page in here and just do the same kind of thing. So do like pink, blue, green and orange. And yeah, it's all done with fine liners. And then I have used some metallic jelly roll stardust, Pentel hybrid dual metallic. So that's how this turned out. I was going to give it a black background as well, but to be honest, I think by this point I was like, I just want to be done. But I think it looks really effective as a double page spread. And then I have used a little bit of diamond stickles on my bumblebee's wings there. But yeah, I like how that turned out. The other page that is very much kind of the same thing is that one. So I've got that one and this one. So yeah, there's that one. And next, I will zoom you in. I have the Boule de Pois book, and this is by Art Therapy Hatchet Heroes. This book is so incredibly beautiful, and this page was a whip for ages. And I just sort of had to keep coming back and kind of just working away a little bit at it. And I coloured this one, and this was my first page in this book, and I love it. I'm so proud of this page. So this was done with water-based markers, and then I went over with my polychromos pencils. Then in a few areas you can see I've got black jelly roll glaze, silver metallic uniball signo, gold metallic uniball signo as well. There is some jelly roll moonlight pen. There's gold there. Here on the cat, on this star, the inside of the star is the Pentel hybrid dual metallic in the orange ink with yellow or gold glitter. And then I was trying to do all of the background with purple polychromos, as you see here behind this bookshelf. And it was getting too much, and I wasn't able to blend the bigger areas as well as I was here. It was just looking kind of sloppy. So I decided to go in with a black Posca pen and just black that out. And I went in and I put a ton of these Nouveau Mermaid Parade stars on it. And I just think it's so fun. I love it. I absolutely love it. And it's so difficult to choose another page in this book because it is so beautiful. Look at this. But because the weather the last 2 days here has been really lovely. We've had beautiful sunshine, even though it's still chilly. The sun is out. The leaves are coming out on the trees across the road from me. We hear birds chirping really early in the morning. So it's just really definitely beginning to feel like spring. So I'm kind of in that mood at the minute where I think, now I've done the whole funeral thing for Aaron, and a lot of other things have had loose ends tied up. I'm not overwhelmed with lists of things to do. So now I can start thinking of what I'd like to colour, what I'm kind of feel in the mood for, and spring is definitely top of the list. So yeah, I need to leave this one out, I think, and find another page to colour, because even though this one took me a long time, it took me a long time, and that was like a couple months for sure, that I had this one sitting around, and I just sort of, I'd pick it up now and again and just tip away at it. But yeah, I do definitely want to keep this book out, but it's just going to be so hard to choose a page. I mean, look at these. Look. Little guinea pigs there. They're just, yeah, they're gorgeous. Really, really beautiful. So I'll have to choose something out of here soon. I have Forest Gal 3, Moments Wholly for Yourself. This is by the incredible Apol, and I started this page, I think it was in December, with the gorgeous Lavella. And her page is breathtaking. She's done this incredible thing with her background. It looks like mountains, but it's sort of like blues and purples. It's, oh, it is just truly breathtaking. So yeah, if you haven't already, please check out Lavella on Instagram or here on YouTube. But here is mine. I used a combination of my Caran d'Ache Pablos and my Faber-Castell Polychromos for this page. And I will admit, I was so proud of this page. The sky, but I do like how I used my pan pastels to do the blue and pink for the snow. As you can see, I did try carrying that up for the sky, but then I wasn't sure if that looked a bit, I don't know, out of place for the sky. And then I did put my Stickles glitter gel in the colour Nebula over the sky, and it's got these little gold stars in it, which are really cute. I used one of my Calero paints for the moon, and then here on the snow at the bottom I used some of the Calero paint that I had used in the moon. I don't know if you can see, there's like little sort of streaks of it. And then I went over that with the Cosmic Shimmer Lunar Paste. Just to sort of give it that shiny snow look. But yeah, like I said, I wasn't too thrilled with my sky, but I think my pencil work, I was so proud of myself, and especially for the birds, because I'm no good at doing like fur or feathers, but I did try. So there is my page. I did try to keep my birds as close to these, you know, on this page as possible of the original artwork by Apol. But I did change my colours up, and through my Forest Gal books, I've been doing her hair red in all of the books. That's just how I want my little girl to look. So instead of beautiful dark brown black hair, she's a redhead, and I just think it looks beautiful on her. So there is that page. Lavella, thank you so much for buddy colouring with me, and I'm so sorry it took me longer than anticipated to get my page done, but I really do appreciate you and your patience. And again, thank you so much for buddy colouring with me. I hope we can do another one in the future. Next, I have Forest Kingdom, Tales from the Forest Kingdom by Hannah Carlson. Now, this page was a whip, and I kept going back to it, and I was not happy with the page at all. And the more I tried to fix it, I was making a mess, and then things were smudging on the page, and I was just getting really disheartened. So I knew I didn't want to finish the page. I was just like, no, I'm done. I'm done with the page. But what I've done, I've made it into a journal page. So yeah, I've just stuck some patterned paper on the back. And then Zoe, bless her heart, she also sent me my first ever little set of like ephemera for my birthday, because I had mentioned about getting into art journaling. And well, that's it, I'm hooked, and I have bought myself like some stickers and papers and things since then as well. So yeah, I just made a journal page. So even though it's not a coloured page, it's still, I call it completed, but I've got space here now if I want to write a little something on that page. Maybe, you know, even if it's just sort of colours or just what I've used on this page over here, or my experience of this page, I don't know. But yeah, so it's got papers, it's got stickers. I bought these, I don't know if you can see that, you know, these stickers here, this gorgeous one down here, I love that. That was an old sticker from like a little set I got for my bullet journals. But yeah, I've got these, and I'm just really happy with it. And now I've got another really pretty page in the book, but the artwork of Hannah Carl's on that I really royally messed up is underneath, and no one else has to see it, but the page is still in the book and it's secure. So I think that's going to be another one of my things now. If I don't want to sacrifice the other page and like glue them together, I'm going to scrap book over it, or you know, art journal or junk journal, whatever you call it. So there's that one. Then I have the incredible book Luna by Maria Trolle. This and Botanicum are my favourite, but this is just, I keep coming back to this book, and that for me is like a really good sign. So I coloured this one with my stunning best friend Tess, and we done this one. So happy with how this page turned out. So on this one I used my polychromos. I used some fine liners down here, in the middle of the flowers on her hair, and then the little pink dots around the cherry blossoms up here. They are the Jelly Roll Moonlight pens. There is some fine liner work, like I said, and then here on the pagoda I have the gold metallic Uniball Signo, and then I have Jelly Roll Stardust and Jelly Roll Metallic for the cherry blossoms there. Black Posca background and a really pretty leaf washi tape border. And I thought these, you know, greens and sort of like this turquoisey colour, just picked up some of the bits in the page. Obviously she's got that sort of tealy turquoisey colour here on her belt and collar, and then there is a little bit of white Jelly Roll and stickles in the colour Waterfall on the water there. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, I really loved working on that page, and this book is beautiful, and it's always a joy to come back and work in that one. Okay, we're now down to the last 7-8 books, and they are Disney. So first I have Disney Buddies Art Therapy. this is by Hatchet Heroes, and in January I completed a forever whip, and it was this one, this Winnie the Pooh page. And I do believe I based this one in my water-based markers, and I think there's some alcohol markers on here as well. And then I've gone in, I don't know what pencils I've used for the shading, but I've used some Pentel Hybrid Dual Metallic. I don't know really if you can see, or down there in the plant pot. I've put some, let me take this out of the folder, it'll probably be a bit easier, won't it? She says as she's just trying to get the page out. Okay, here we go. So yeah, we've got Pentel Hybrid Dual Metallic down here on the plant pot. I don't know what pencils I've used to shade it. And then I have used Black Posca. I've used Calero Calero watercolour paints for this star. And I think I used a Gansai Tambi watercolour up here, the lilac, but even after a few coats it's still kind of streaky, but you know, the page is done. And I used Ranger Glossy Accents on these sort of thinking bubbles here. You can see that. On this black one, I don't know if you can see, it actually cracked. But this page was started when I used to do the Kate's Colouring Haven Junior channel. I started this page over on there. And yeah, it had been a whip since then, so I just wanted to come back and finish it. I've also got glossy accents down here on the honey there, so it looks sticky and wet there where it's coming out of the honey tub. So yeah, that page is done. Okay, the next, I've got two of the Disney books in this display folder. I've got the Disney Graffitis, and I've also got Silhouettes, I think. Yeah. Disney Graffitis, this was a birthday present for me from my beautiful friend Connor. He sent me this for my birthday and I absolutely love it, and I do think that this is now probably one of my favourite Disney non-colour by number books that I have. I think this is brilliant and so much fun. So in January I coloured this one. I coloured Mushu. So this goes for Disney Birthday Bash 2023 that I hosted with my beautiful friend Zoe, and also for January Colour Your Hoard for Lavella and Tea, and also hashtag Enchanting Year of Colour, which is being hosted by my beautiful friend Jamie, and in January the prompt was Dragon. So on this one I used my Ohuhu alcohol markers, and then down here on the name I went in with a Jelly Roll Moonlight to add the fluorescent green on his name, and then the writing here in the back I used just a regular black Jelly Roll. It wasn't, you know, a metallic or glitter, anything like that. It was just a bulk standard black Jelly Roll gel pen. And even though it took a long time to do the letters because of like trying to avoid all these little paint splatters and stuff, I found that so relaxing. I just found that really therapeutic. I absolutely loved it. So yeah, there was that one. Thank you so much for this book, Connor. you know, and also to Zoe and Steve and anyone else who these books, any of these books I show were for Christmas or my birthday. Thank you so much. Okay, this next one. Okay, I'm going to try not to get emotional with this one. This next page is from Disney Silhouettes. I purchased this book. And Aaron loved Donald Duck. Pinocchio was his favourite Disney classic movie. He loved Pinocchio, but he also was a huge fan of Donald Duck, and I coloured this one for him. So this was the last ever page I coloured for Aaron while he was still with us, and he loved it. He was so excited when I showed him. I was trying to be so sort of like trying to he knew I was colouring it for him, but I was trying to sort of keep the progress from him so I could just show him at the end and be like, ta-da! So for this I used a lot of fine liners. I have done some pencil shading. Now I want to say that it was my Prismas for the shading on this one. My hands are shaking. Okay. So, yeah, I think it was my Prismas on this one. And then I think I've used, maybe I used some of the Bic Intensity markers on here as well. And then you will see some Jelly Roll Moonlight, Jelly Roll Metallic and Stardust, and some of the Mermaid Parade stars on that one. And then I used a metallic Calero paint up here, but I didn't give it time to sort of completely dry, and I rubbed my hand across it and I've sort of lifted some of the paint off a little bit, but that's okay. And then there's the Mermaid Parade stars dotted around. And I just tidied up some of these edges where I had sort of like accidentally gone over where I was colouring these bits around it. I just tidied that up with a white Jelly Roll. So yeah, there's that one. Okay, the next book is Disney Pixar Coloriage Mystère. This is by Hatchet Heroes. I coloured the first page in here. So this goes for Lavella and T's Colour Your Horde. And it was this one of the little aliens from Toy Story. And on this I used my Staedtler dual-ended markers and a black Posca. So just kept it really simple on that one. I don't think there's Crayola Super Tip on here. But yeah, I really like how that turned out. The claw. So yeah, very, very cute. I have Disney Mickey and Friends Coloriage Mystère. Again, this is by Hatchet Heroes. And I coloured the second page. I haven't done the first one yet, but I coloured this one. Also, I'm really sorry, these all go for Disney Colour Your Horde. Disney Birthday Bash 2023 as well. I'm really sorry. So this is Colour Your Horde, and again on this one I used a black Posca pen and my water-based markers, which are the Staedtler dual-ended and the Crayola Super Tips. I think I just did the one in there. yeah. Then we've got Disney Le Grand Classique Tome 2 by Hatchet Heroes. And this one, love how this turned out. So pleased. So this is for hashtag January Colour Your Hoard, hosted by Lavella and T. Then it was also for Disney Birthday Bash 2023. And it was also a prompt for the Enchanting Year of Colour, hosted by the beautiful Jamie of Jamie's Colouring Love. And again, the prompt in January was Dragon. So I coloured this one of Maleficent. Now, I did try going over the background because it was looking a bit messy. So I thought I'm going to try going over with a Posca pen. Not a Posca pen, a Gravy paint pen, because I didn't have a purple Posca. And I don't know if you can see here, there, and like in here. I tried covering it and I was just making it look worse. So I was like, just quit while you're ahead, leave it and call the page done. But I do like that I used a Jelly Roll Moonlight to go around Maleficent and just sort of really make her stand off the page. So yeah, that was a really, really fun one to colour. And again, there's Jelly Roll Moonlight here for the green around her eyes as well. So yeah, that was really cool. I enjoyed that one very, very much. Then we have Disney Grand Classique Tome 7. Again, Hatchet Heroes. This is for hashtag Colour Your Hoard. And it is this one of Merida from Brave. So this was for Colour Your Hoard. It was also for Disney Birthday Bash. And then the beautiful Kathy of Spicy Cat Colours. She is hosting Spicy Cat Disney for the year. And the January prompt was Merida, the film Brave. And I found this one, and this was a new book, so I was like, oh, that's perfect, that'll fit Kathy's prompt as well. So yeah, I really like how she turned out. It was a bit of a problem, sort of, there was a lot of like browns and earthy colours that I didn't have that much of a variety, so I was just trying to make do with what I had. But I do like how she turned it out. So there's that one. And finally, we have Disney Le Grand Classique Tome 8. And I'm working through this one in order. And in January, I completed this one of Louis and Naveen from Disney's Princess and the Frog. So this is for hashtag Disney Colour Your Hoard 2023. And that is done with water-based markers and black Posca. I've also outlined the Mad Hatter. So he is done and ready to go. So there we go, my loves. That is it. That's my completed pages for the month of January. Thank you so much for bearing with me through this really long video. And I sincerely apologise for the emotional segment at the beginning, but I just felt that it was really important for me to say thank you to everyone for their love and support. I will do my best at the minute to get videos up. I can't promise as and when. I do want to try and come up with some kind of schedule, because I think at the moment, just with everything that's been going on, I've been working from lists and to-do lists, and like from my bullet, you know, my journal, things I have to do and things I have to remember, because there's been so much going on, and having that all set out for me and everything written down, when things are paid and when this is done and when that is done, it's because my brain is just mush, it's frazzled, and I have days where I struggle to sort of put my thoughts and what I want to say into a sentence. So if it goes quiet, just know that, you know, I'm okay. It's the grieving process, I think, hits everyone different. But I'll admit, this has knocked me sideways, and yeah, I just appreciate you all bearing with me. But I am going to try and come up with a schedule. But nothing too much at the minute. It's just to sort of get me back used to filming. Because I'll admit, when I sat down this morning and I was like, I'm going to get this video done today, I was panicking, I was shaking, and Tegan, bless her, she was like, Mum, you don't have to do this. And I said to her, I know I don't, but I really want to. I want to take that step to getting back into the channel, to try and get back into doing something that I love, and to just get back to having that rapport and building those friendships, and just chatting to those of you in the colouring community that mean so much to me. So I will come up with a schedule, but I think in the meantime I'm just going to try and upload what I feel that I'm behind on. So I will edit and hopefully upload this today. It is Saturday the 8th of April, I believe. So for those of you who celebrate, happy Easter. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. And yeah, I will just try and see what videos I can get out at the minute. I don't want to force anything. But also, just please be mindful that if I get emotional, it's going to happen. It can't be helped. I would also just like to say that I'm sure that many of you probably have questions, things you want to know, but at this time, all I will say regarding Aaron's passing is that there is still answers that I don't have. There's still things that I don't know. If I ever feel in the future that there's things that I can explain better, that you may want to know, I will do that. I will answer questions, but right now, no. Because like I said, there's things we don't know, that I don't have answers for. So all I'm doing at the minute is staying focused on the kids. They are getting me through every day. My children, my friends, you know, my family. But I'm still running on autopilot. So just, yeah, please bear with me. Please be patient, you know. But thank you so much for all of your kindness, your love, support. It means more than I can put into words. Yeah, I will see you all again soon with another video, and also with February completed pages, because if I can get February and March completed pages uploaded before, say, the last week of April, then I'm caught upon those videos, you know, and I can get all these tags out and put away and tick off the lists that I have, the silly amount of lists, and just, yeah, start getting organised with this as well. So thank you all so much for joining. I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful, happy, fun, joyful rest of your weekend and week. And I will see you all again really, really soon. Lots of love. Bye.